Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac. Oh.
We are back with another video, and listen, we got to get into some things about this whole situation with Trina that's blowing up online right this instant, okay? It is Trina versus MASIKA and Khia. It is going down. But before we even dive into that, we're going to talk about some Kenya Moore news. She has resurfaced, okay? And she has some things to say about the season for season 13, the season cast, and about that good Giovanna. So we're going to get into all that. But before we do so, Sky Squad, you know we in the building. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell button so that you can be clued into when we drop new content. And with that being said, make sure y'all get yourself some tea too. Link in the description. Now, first things first, I have been wondering why Miss Kenya Moore have been so silent on social media, but she did recently post, especially with everything going on. There were a lot of other people who was asking me about it as well, like, where is Kenya Moore? We see a lot with Porsha. We see Kandi doing this. We see Tanya. Where is Kenya? So she finally did make a post on her Instagram. Here's what she had to say. She says this. She said, I've been silent on social media because there are really no words. So many stories that don't make the news. So many people die in vain. So many people who don't think we matter. I'm angry and confused and sad and scared. If my grandmother were alive today, she would tell me that the new order of things is near. Doris would tell me to draw close to Jehovah. She would point to the scriptures in the Bible. I'm praying for all of those we know of and we don't know of who have lost their lives to violence, racism, public and private degradation. I pray for peace, justice, and the new order. Okay, so for me, you know, I can identify with her sort of not really knowing what to say. I mean, sometimes, especially after this whole thing first occurred, that especially with everything that we're experiencing with George Floyd, I don't know what to do. I've been angry. I've been sad. I've ranted to myself. Guys, I have gone on rants out loud to myself about certain situations that I see happening and playing out in the media. And to be quite honest with you, it's mentally disturbing at times. I feel like I'm gonna need some type of therapy after all of this is over. But anyway, shout out to Miss Kenya Moore for using her platform and her voice. We do appreciate that, okay? Now I wanna move on to something that she had to say, that good Hollywood life, okay? Now she was talking about season 13 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she said this, okay? She says, I'm not the production company, I'm not the network. I won't speak to who should be back and who shouldn't be back, but I definitely think we need a cast shakeup. I think we need fresh faces. I think with all the franchises, what keeps them interesting is that you have new people. So I think that we definitely need some new people. Now, again, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I definitely think that there needs to be some new blood added to the cast. I mean, we need some new people ASAPidly to keep this thing fresh. I've asked for recommendations. You know, apparently Lisa Ray has turned this down. I had mentioned that with Vivica Fox. I just think it needs to be some new people for us to get to know, okay? Now, speaking of this cast shakeup, there was the rumor that Miss Giovanna would be joining the cast. She said this. TMZ didn't say that she would be a peach holder, but I don't think she would be anything full-time other than full-time of BS. I'm kind of over her in the situation and to see that she was plotting to dig up stuff. Why would you want to do that? Just so you could be a part of the show? I've never done anything to her personally to have her plotting against me and trying to embarrass me and my family. So it's a no from me, okay? Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comment section below. I know a lot of you guys are kind of over the whole Snakegate situation, and to be quite honest with you, I am too, because we didn't really get any answers to anything that happened, okay? I want to move on to this whole situation with Trina and Trick Daddy Dollars, okay? Now, they took to the radio and they was talking about George Floyd, the rioting, the protesting, everything that was going on. And they had some interesting things to say, especially Trina. And people are dragging her on social media right now because of the things that she said, especially referring to protesters or the looters or rioters, depending on however she wants to spin it, as animals. Get into this.
Coronavirus in Florida, Gimenez imposed a countrywide curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. and will be enforced until Gimenez lifts the order. They need to make the curfew at 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's how I feel. feel.
No.
Keep everybody off the streets, these animals off the streets that are running around in Miami-Dade County acting like they have escaped from a zoo. Lock them up at 5 p.m. so the streets could be nice and clean. That's how I feel.
What the streets got to do with the people's lives? You got money.
We're not talking about the lives. We're not talking about
money.
that. We're not talking about the lives.
Listen,
We're not talking about that.
You got money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
These people got to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
These people been on lockdown.
I've been on lockdown too. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You've been on lockdown.
I've been on lockdown just like them. Uh-huh.
Yeah, these people ain't been working.
Okay.
They about to lose
Unfortunately,
their
a lot
mind.
of people don't have jobs. I agree with that. Mm-hmm.
They about to lose their mind.
We all about to lose our mind. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And
the spread of so
one person.
they run. So today their minds are all back. Everybody's minds is back today good. Because the weekend it was they back good. Okay.
They mind. One day ain't gonna get their mind clear. But it'll help.
Oh, okay.
You gotta start somewhere.
Okay, that's cool.
You gotta start somewhere.
And that means tear up our city. That means tear up our city.
Ain't nobody tear up no city.
That means tear up our. That means run through and tear up our stores and burn down our stuff and break in our stores and go and tear up Bayside Marketplace and tear up my friend's shop that has a son and the kid to take care of her family. You go demolish the shop for something.
It's always personal with you.
It's definitely personal. It's definitely personal because I feel like at the end of the day,
your friend got insurance.
She got insurance, but she also been locked down for 60 days, also like us, and she also don't have money like me. So I don't.
Okay, so I get her on that point. I feel like really none of us really approve of looting and destroying people's businesses and stuff like that. But I mean, some of the stuff that she said earlier, God. I mean, it just, I'm like, girl, no. But let's keep going.
Approve of it, period.
Okay.
I don't approve of it, period.
I don't either, but...
Because you don't want nobody burning down Sundays, let's be very clear.
But...
Okay, and you have insurance,
but
you
let me tell you this.
You don't want to be sent back for ribs and collard greens. Let's be very clear. Yeah.
Bring back...
So, we can't bring back anything. We can't bring back nobody's lives that has been taken away, whether it was from the police or in the hands of another civilian. We cannot bring them back. We cannot.
Okay.
We cannot bring them back. You cannot pump life back into them at all. I can't bring back my little brother's life. His life was taken by the hands of a man, a black man. I can't bring his life back. So what are you saying? Let's be back. Because I'm ready today. Today, I'm ready today. I am ready today, Miami. Today is the day. That's what we're talking about. Yes, I'm ready today.
All right.
Now,
we're not talking about that.
We're talking about it. We're talking about it.
We're talking about
We're talking about it. We're talking about it. Y'all always sweep that under the rug and y'all want to make something else. We're going to talk about it all today. Yeah.
We're talking about black lives.
All right. The black lives that matter, right? The same black lives that are taken from the hands of other black people. Those matter too, huh? All right, yeah.
I wouldn't. Yeah. What I won't do, I would not compare.
You ain't got to compare it. You ain't got to compare. I'm living in the life of it. It's no comparison. I feel the same way. It's no exception. A life is a life. We can't. Period. A life is a life. No matter how it was taken, whether it was a car accident, whether it was from a police, whether it was from the hands of another black man, a life was taken. Simple.
I gotta get there. All right. I'm glad you said period. Trick.
I have so much to say, Miami. I am fired up. I am pissed off, and I am ready today. So
be careful
that's
what
it.
You say.
I don't have to be careful what I say. I'm a grown person, and I'm not contradicting myself at all. Period. I want to say I have everything I want to say, and not you, and nobody else ain't gonna tell me how to say it. This morning, Monday morning, I am ready. I'm ready to speak and say what I gotta say. All y'all fake for the protesters and the fake. Oh, we so concerned about George Floyd. Half of y'all are marching. I'm not even caring about this man. People are just doing maliciously.
Everybody wants it looting and burning up stuff. Yeah. So you cannot compare what other people are doing to the people that are using this for the wrong reason. Yeah. Because it's a handful of them. It's only a handful of them. The rest of us are tired of it. When the police get behind you and the red and blue lights come on, you're not supposed to be scared. You're not supposed to be scared.
I'm never scared. I have my license and registration and insurance. I'm not scared. I know my rights.
Everybody that got killed by the police.
Exactly. Not necessarily.
Okay, well, listen, the Twitter and the Instagram and the people was all dragging Trina down to the ever-loving ground, okay, when word about this got out on social media. And one person who was very vocal about the situation was MASIKA KHIA from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. She had a lot to say about it. Get into what she had to say. First thing she said is this: Khia, beloved, please come drag this coon Trina back to the swamp before I get her. The sun ain't even up yet, and the Coon of the Day award goes to Trina. Then Trina responded, drag who? Because I'm not the one, and your Twitter thug will get beat the F down. What's good? Some of y'all are just plain ignorant and nothing nobody do will help, period. Don't come on my page with y'all BS because I got time today, okay? Then she said, I'm at work and I'm ready. The problem is with some of y'all don't want to hear the truth. Well, y'all can be mad. Y'all should put that anger and frustration into doing something better instead of talking about people. She said, first of all, Masika, you should do something for the community and focus on your ish. You don't know me and it's best to keep it that way. Then Trina said, now what's good? Because I got time, and before you speak on me, make sure you know what the F you're talking about. Hoes like you always got something to say. You always running your scary mouth, but I'm the one. So then Trina said, this isn't about me. I've done and I'm doing my part, so leave me the F alone. What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? My point exactly. So Masika said this, you better be glad someone knows your dusty name, you coon. Used to sneak to listen to you, clown. You are a joke. I'm ashamed of you. You are an embarrassment to your race. How dare you? I'm gonna say whatever the F I wanna say. Try me, old hoe. I got time today. And then Masika said this, you ain't nobody to know. Don't address my community that I do plenty for. To and with coon. My brothers and sisters are enraged and in pain, risking their lives fighting for change, and you called us animals? Well, B, I'm a dog. You're a senior. The elders are supposed to set an example, La Karen. And then Trina actually went back into the archives and found an old tweet from Masika, basically telling someone, if you don't sit your miseducation of the Negro stupid butt down and STFU, talking to my sister sideways will get your IP address pulled. Y'all insecure black beasts be so mad that we are beautiful, exotic looking black women. It's colorism at its saddest. You should be embarrassed of your entire life, okay? So then Masika responds and basically says, this goofy bum done went dumpster diving through my toilet sewage to find one of 100 comments from the end of a conversation that can be misconstrued if you didn't read the conversation leading up to it. And y'all know my black butt is as pro-black as her black roach clip lips. She said, girl, granny done screenshot one comment and left out the 50 preceding it, trying to get the smoke off of her dusty butt. I was actually mocking fools who were telling me I'm mixed because of how I look. Shaking my head, I'm all black, and referenced a book about that topic, Don't Play. And then she posted about the book that she was actually referenced. So then Khia chimes in and basically says, word on the curb, the saddest basset hound is off her leash. You ain't gone? She said, Trig, your dog loose again. Word on the curb, the saddest basset hound is off her leash and medications. We the people say the only thing that needs to be locked in the cage is you, and your cancellations are in order. And then she said, Trick, I told you she was going to bring you down with her and you canceled just cuz. So I'm assuming she's going to be possibly speaking on this as well. And then Masika ended with this. Well, there's more to it because honestly, this whole Twitter thing is going on and on and on, and who got time for this? But she says, you will address the people and you will address me. You owe me and everyone else an apology for the issue defecated out them black lips. How you wrong but prideful. I used to look up to you. You inspired my first single. I'm ashamed that I thought you were someone to aspire to be like. Shaking my head. Yeah, so the dragging is really, really going on right now. And honestly, I feel like the people have a right to be mad. I want to address a couple of things because I do feel like they need to be seriously addressed with this situation. First, I want to address the animals comment. You know, I want to just say, let's stop and recognize that there are protesters and then there are those who are looting and rioting. A peaceful protest is actually our right as sanctioned by the Constitution. As it reads, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or of the right to the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Now that is actually in the First Amendment. So it's not like the protests are going on all over the place, and in many cases, there's been evidence of people lying. Some of your favorite celebrities are lying about what's actually occurring. Right, Meghan McCain, who made much ado about the damage done to her neighborhood only to be completely shut down by her white neighbor for lying, okay? Now, this is what Meghan McCain had to say. She said, my neighborhood in Manhattan is eviscerated and looks like a war zone. De Blasio and Cuomo are utter disgrace. This is not America. Our leaders have abandoned us and continue to let great American cities burn to the ground and be destroyed. I could never have fathomed this. And then her neighbor, who is also white, okay, she had to check Meghan. She's also a writer for Saturday Night Live. She said, Meghan, we live in the same building, and I just walked outside. It's fine, okay? So don't let the media fool you into thinking that every place and every outlet and every municipality is being destroyed, okay? Now, I'll admit that I don't like the looting and I don't like the rioting, and it scares me for the safety of those who are peacefully protesting. But when you have a president who orders law enforcement to take down law-abiding peaceful protesters, along with dirty cops who are telling each other to run down protesters via two-way radio, and looters who are absolutely not all black, you got to be a lot more careful about who you call an animal, especially you, Trina. So many black people look up to you. And right now, I know there's hurt and trauma that you're also dealing with, and I can't even fathom the loss of your brother in an incident of black on black crime. And we must still deal and heal from that. But the incidents that we're protesting over today are the ones doing us all the most harm. And right now, that is police brutality. And the reason we are protesting is because we want justice, not only for George, but for all of those who have been carelessly slain by dirty law enforcement individuals. The system is broken and the world needs justice, and we are not animals. And to further add insult to injury, that having your driver's license and registration is any way an indicator that the police are not something to be feared. Girl, look around. Please look around. As a celebrity, as a radio host and a public figure, you cannot be so blind that you don't see that for the majority of us, having those items does not in any way, shape, or form protect us from cops who have no regard for the black life, okay? So Trina, my sister, I pray that you retract your statements. I pray that you are moved to hear another side, because it is not a good look. As a media personality, for me, I feel like it is our job to be a voice that brings unity to all of us, okay? And fine, if you prefer to have a difference of opinion and be so completely vocal about it and dismissive of the cause, you cannot be surprised when the people come for you on social platforms. They have heard you, and now they're just as fired up as you were when you referred to them as animals, okay? Now, for me, I'm tired, y'all. I am tired. I'm tired and I'm disappointed. I don't really get into the idea of cancel culture. I don't think that she should be canceled. I do hope that she comes out and makes some sort of public apology. But what do y'all think? Where are y'all with it? You know, I'm just disappointed. I'm real disappointed, y'all. I expected more from her. But she has a right to her opinion. That's it. That's all I got for y'all today. I'm tired. I'm gonna go take a rest. I need to eat some lunch. Let me know what y'all think in the comments section down below. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell button, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.